Travis kiddos, let's do some word work and review. I want to start with going over again this week's sounds and sight words. We have those silent letters this week that mostly come at the beginning of a word, but sometimes in the middle or the end. Let's check them out. We have GN. This one has the silent G, so it just makes a N sound. Just N for the GN. This is the one we might see at the beginning, middle, or end of a word. KN. N. Silent K, just making that N sound also. N. This one we typically just see at the beginning of a word. This one is R, silent W, just making the R sound. This one we typically see at the beginning of a word also. However, we've been working on those prefixes, the word parts that go at the beginning of a word and change the meaning of the word. So you might see it toward the beginning of a word, but kind of in the middle, depending if there's a prefix in the word or not. Okay, so we have R, N, and N. We also had these sight words. Bin, children, month, question, there, and year. Can you do them on your own? I hope you were able to get those already, learning them quickly as we go over them during the week. We are also working still on compound words. Now, we've seen these a lot this year, and we've been pointing them out in all our reading recently. A compound word is when you have two words that could be a full word independently, and you put them together to make a new word, and it has a new meaning. So let's go over a few. First, I want you to think. Can you think of a compound word? What are some compound words you know? Maybe I have the same ones on my whiteboard. Or if you have extras, I would love you to put those in the comments for me to see, or you can let me know. Alrighty. Oh my goodness, look at all these compound words. Now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to separate. We're going to keep the words together, but I want to draw a line between the two words so we can clearly see what the words are made up of. Okay? This first one looks very long, but let's break it up. We have playground. Lots of phonics skills we've learned, right? P-L, pl, A-Y-A, O-U, ow. So, playground. That is made up of play and ground. Now, the playground together is the place where you play. It might be the blacktop. It might be a play structure. We kind of have a broad definition of playground, but those two words don't mean that on their own. When we put them together, it means the area that we play, right? Playground. How about this one? We have cupcake. Cupcake. That is made up of cup and cake, right? Those are the two separate words. Cup and cake, together, cupcake. How about this one? Backpack. We know that word well. Backpack. That is made up of back and pack. How about this one? Flashlight. S-H-I-G-H-I. Flashlight. What are the two words there? Can you see them? It's flash and light. Next we have cowgirl. Cowgirl is made up of cow and girl. Kind of went through the G there, but that's okay. Cowgirl. Next one, toothbrush. Ooh, that ooh sound we learned. N-T-H, toothbrush, and S-H, sh. That is made up of tooth and brush, the thing you use to brush your teeth. Last two, see if you can find those spots. Where do we split up? Snowman. Snowman is made up of snow and man. Last one is two vowel teams here. A-I and O-A are vowel teams. A and O. Raincoat. Rain and coat are the two words, and together it makes raincoat. So we're going to be working on some compound words together, and we're also going to be working on something called a simile. Now, similes are when you compare things. Often we do it for silliness, dramatic effect, any of those things, hyperbole sometimes. But when you compare these things in a simile, you use either like or the word as twice. So, for example, you might say, this shirt fits like a glove. And that means it's a perfect fit, nice and tight, right where it should be, because gloves fit really nicely on your hand. Not a whole lot of extra room, not too tight. It fits perfectly. So fits like a glove. So you're comparing something to fitting like a glove. Or it was so boring, it was like watching paint dry. Watching paint dry, not very fun. It is slow, it is very boring. So it's not actually watching paint dry, you're just explaining that it was boring. Or you could say, ooh, last night I slept like a log. I slept like a log means that you slept really well. You fell hard, did not wake up. So you're using that word like and comparing it to something else. When you use the word as, you might say, I am as busy as a bee, because we know bees are busy. And if you are super busy, you could say, I am as busy as a bee. See how I used as twice there? You can do that as well when comparing things. You could say, that room is as dark as a cave. Cave is very dark. It isn't actually a cave, but you're saying it's so dark, it's like there's absolutely no light source. Okay, so as dark as a cave, using as twice, like once, as twice. Here's another one. That cake is as big as an elephant. It wouldn't actually probably not be as big as an elephant, but you're comparing it and reminding people that it's really huge because elephants are quite large. So you're saying the cake is as big as an elephant. So you can compare things using like or as twice to help you express your feelings about things or compare things. We'll work on that together. Have fun and happy learning.